Okay, so welcome to negotiation Andy, or we'll call it objection handling also. So maybe you guys can type in the chat or also open mic. Let me know what is negotiation for you.
Having a compromise.
Sorry?
Having a compromise.
Having a compromise. Okay, maybe. That's interesting. Anyone else?
Trying to find a common ground. Yeah.
Common ground. Okay, thanks, Annie. Yeah, thanks, Mahesh also. Okay, so I think different people have different context. So it can be a win-win, it can be compromise, it can be in the middle of finding the common ground. So, but definitely we hope it's all win-win. But I think today wouldn't be talking about how to get win-win, but it's just purely on negotiation. Okay, so so I think instead of me describing a lot of things, right, we'll go into activity time. So yeah, I think Annie just now went the wrong group, but then you'll just go back to group 2. And then for the latecomers, I put you guys into one group. So I'll open the breakout rooms again. So you'll be separated into 5 groups for, okay, the same case study actually. Okay, so case study to run on. Okay, so we go with the first case first, right? So today you're reaching out to McDonald's, and then they're expanding their CSR initiative, and then to high school students, and then they want their fast food brand to be revamped among these people and their parents. So you only have 2 minutes to ask her questions before discussion, and then you only have 1 minute to pitch your proposal to the McDonald's CSR head. So this person is a new profile also, and then she has 15 years experience running CSR. And then what she cared the most is whether we can make the real impact or not. So again, understanding your partner needs is definitely very important, but also creating something, you also need to create something. And that's the in-between is the value creation. So for the first example, right, I also give you guys a few tips, okay, so that you can ask better questions. So this would be what we know, that what are the partner pains. So in terms of the type of question you want to ask, maybe you want to ask based on this, up to you, or maybe you have other questions to ask. And then at the same time, the info that you have on hand then would be these few also. So like maybe you tell them exploring new opportunity or not, you have speak up, and then you have around 50 plus high schools. Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, so these are the information you have. So in a way, you're like representing Isaac in Malaysia like that. So you can play around this information. Okay, so you split into groups and then you can type here. So no need to jump to case 2. I mean, it's just another case like that. Okay, so I'll give you guys, okay, I'll give you guys 10 minutes to work on this like this for discussion. So I'll open breakout rooms. And then, okay, it's open. Hello. Okay, sorry, forgot open mic. Okay, so let's have one group to share what question they would ask and then how they would pitch. I'll wait for the proactive one.
Yeah, I think I can go from group 2 for the questions. Yeah, and then Ellie is the one who will be pitching. Yeah, okay. So the first question is, what is McDonald's brand or business focus currently for this year? And what they want to achieve as a brand image in general. And then the second question is, what impact from the CSR initiative they wish to see, especially from this collaboration. And then are they, because we are looking for more towards like monetary sponsorship. So are they looking for sponsoring a project, or are they only looking forward to be learning partner or just educator in the CSR initiative? Yeah, that's the questions we have.
Okay, how about the pitching part? So what will you pitch them?
Yeah, Ellie, go.
Wait, so right now it's I need to, how to say, 1 minute. Okay.
Okay, you don't need to treat it like a exact pitching now, but you can tell us what you're going to pitch about.
I'm going to pitch. So I just sharing the step, is it? Sorry, I'm a bit confused.
No, like okay, after you ask the person question, then you are going to pitch something, a project, probably is speak up. Here got put info about speak up. Then what will you pitch about?
Okay, so yeah, hello McDonald. Okay, hello Mr. McDonald. So yeah, so actually our project is currently our project name is Speak Up. So this Speak Up is actually we have the objective.
还没有吃过。
Yeah, 还没有吃. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so our project objective is actually to to empower the students in Malaysia, like by developing the English speaking ability and enhance their knowledge and skill in like the STEM, like STEAM, like science, technology, engineering, and arts, and also mathematics fields. So we also have the objective to widen Malaysia students' perspective on the world by providing them a cross-cultural learning environment. So this is what we actually will do. And we have the connections with the school partner right now. So basically we have like 2-year experience already. So what we can provide to McDonald is actually we have like a very mature connections, like the high school student and also the youth, like the volunteers around the Malaysia. Yeah. So actually, may I? Okay. Yeah. So basically our project currently is finding the financial partner who actually have a long-term collaborations with this project and bring out the impact to the society. Yeah. So may I know, like Madonna have like interested to be involved in this kind of CSR initiative? Yeah, something. So,
Hey, thanks, Ellie.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll give feedback for this group. So for other people's content, you guys can also go through, but I'll just pinpoint this. So in terms of questions wise, I think all of it are on point and also sharp. I like this one in terms of understanding what is the focus of the brand, because I mean, normally in your first meeting, you wouldn't know whether they want to focus on the brand or not. But here I mentioned, okay, they want their fast food brand to be revamped. So actually this is on tackling the pain already, or like understanding a partner needs. So what is the focus of their brand? Because it could be that they want to build a very cheerful brand, or maybe they want to build confidence among high school and parents, like that. Yeah, so I think this question is on point. And then also, yeah, actually understanding how they are willing to involve, and then also their vision, because I think he also mentioned, right, the person is a new profile like that. And then even McDonald got done do CSR before. So these questions are on point. Then I think a few deeper questions that can ask, oh, somehow, okay. Hello, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes,
I think
yes.
my line dropped just now. Okay, so I'll continue. So then I think a few questions that can ask deeper is in terms of after understanding what kind of CSR initiative that they are looking into, or ask what you can also ask what they have done in the past. It can be what McDonald has done in the past. It can be what this CSR head has done in the past. And then you can ask them what are the challenges that they have faced before, like that. So normally you would want to tackle there are very big pains, so which is the pain listed here. So after asking, okay, what is the pain that they experienced in the past, then you know what to appeal to them, like that. So this is very important, no matter for first meeting or no matter is for negotiation. So later I'll explain further. Yeah, so these in terms of understanding the challenges they had will be one question they can ask better. Then I think in terms of the pitching part that Ali did, I think this is more generalized, yeah, from how I see. So I think the part that can do better is more on after understanding what is their pain, then you can actually appeal according to what is their pain and highlight on that. So which actually around here already got written the answers already, which is actually, okay, if let's say their pain is no structure, then you can tell them, oh, we actually have many experience and structure. And then we have many high schools, and then also we work closely with the school authorities. And depending on the question you ask in the meeting, so if let's say you're asking more on fast food brand like that, then they want to build something about confidence. Then speak up is also about building English confidence. Then you can, while you're doing the pitching, you can focus more on, okay, how speak up is building confidence, and they can build a brand like that also. Okay, so I think this would be the feedback wise. Others I wouldn't cover, but you guys can take that as a reference. Okay, thanks, Annie. So let's go to group case number 2. So it's the same group, okay? So but this time you have a different situation, okay? So this time I think this looks more like an objection already, but this is more like objection of don't want to have meeting with you. So this guy is quite busy, and then told you their current focus is this one, like that. So wait, I think I'll remove the CSR. Okay, so if you want to do EWA, it's fine also, you can discuss among you guys, but I know most of you guys are doing IGV. Yeah, anyways, then this person might not have time to work with Isaac on an extra initiative. So this person don't want to do an email to you. So how would you reply this person through email? Okay, so I'll give you guys 7 minutes this time. You guys can discuss faster. Okay, 8 minutes. Let me go. Yeah. Okay, open all room. Okay. Okay, resume recording, but definitely not everything that they want to do would be aligned with Isaac. So that when you use the word advertise, it's very dangerous, but you can use words like, let's say maybe it's for EWA, you can use on the brand exposure to actually, or brand outreach that you want to reach out to him, then can like that, okay? And then I think another part is also for this one, then my end is, I wouldn't suggest to ask for another meeting without providing any key information instead. But I would suggest is the opposite, because for this one, they already rejected you in terms of having a meeting already like that. So this on this side, then you want to catch a further attention. So for this one, you want to provide more information and then to catch them into the meeting, not to say having a few like limited information, or else this person also wouldn't be able to make the decision on whether they want to spend their time to come to your meeting or not. Okay, so on this side, so you can use the wide outreach, and in fact, if you want to use like Isaiah 50 years history in Malaysia, you can also like we are the largest youth front organization like that. Okay, so I think that's my feedback for this one. Oh yeah, thanks San for reminding record. Okay, really just now I forgot. Okay, so let's move forward. So I think going back towards the question just now, right, is in terms of what is negotiation for you. I think for me, a negotiation is a process of prioritization and deciding what to let go. So I think it goes back towards what is your portfolio? What are you willing or not willing to let go like that? So here we have the general portfolio, right? So that's why ask everyone to set your portfolio, because if you didn't set a clear portfolio, you also wouldn't know what you want to drop or what you want to guard very strongly like that. And depending on how much you understand what are the, how to say, like this would be your bargaining chips like that, or what are the things that you have on hand, what are the tools you have like that. So maybe you have a gun, maybe you have a knife, you need to decide which one to let go, right? So you need to understand that first. So depending on what you have, then also what the partner want, then you'll decide what you want to let go or not let go, okay? So I think moving on, I'll go into a more intense case study. So this is an actual case study that happened. So this one is actually the one that I shared with you guys before, but I think I'll use the same slides, okay? So only refer to slide 2 and slide 3, but then it's a different context to describe to you guys. So I think here for this specific partner is from Kuantan 1. So actually for you guys to know, this partner, we actually negotiate with them or like align with them on things for 1 year already. So you can see how long it is. Yeah, not to say asking you guys to drag any partner for 1 year. I mean, if you do have a partner like that, then you do need to do proper transition. So actually for this partner, we also had a lot of different discussion and different needs like that. Then originally, we actually proposed to them a speak up session and then also a competition judge. So they deliver a session workshop, like e-class workshop like that. And then the realization is 1 month. So we sell to them that we are having, even though it's 30 students, but then it's having a 1 month realization like that. And then they say they want a Kuantan students, and then we are willing to find Kuantan students for them also. And then they are paying, so they didn't mention this lah. But then this is the part that we managed to identify is they lack the manpower to run workshop like that. Yeah. And then again, if it's engaging Kuantan students, then they're interested. But then for them, right, they want more of a one-off event with 150 students. So this is their expectation on 150 students. So actually at that point of time, originally was thinking to actually drop this partner already because the expectation doesn't align, that we only have 30 students and then our realization like 1 month like that. So even though partner doesn't evolve the full 1 month, but then the timeline or commitment is quite different like that, but partner want a one-off event only like that. Yeah, and then but in the end what we propose to them is actually this one. So this 7,001. So we still have an e-class, we still have a workshop, but then this is more of a one-off event, and then we actually attract the students for like 150 for 1 day. So I'm not trying to tell you guys to run something exactly like this because this is for national sales. And then the context is completely different. And you can see 1 year, the commitment is quite long. So the context may not fit your LC like that. Yeah, and you also have your own realization and not sure if your respective IGV team can commit to this or not. So you also propose like the branding publicity with press release. And then also, yeah, this is part of the partnership engagement thing, like closing meeting, the impact report, all those stuff. So in the end, we did let this happen and close like that. So this is how the event looks like. So I think some of you guys got saw on the Speak Up Malaysia page and asked me, and then the students were very happy about it. But then actually, in order to achieve this, actually there was a further negotiation process. Yeah, because after we proposed the new deliverable that actually fit according to partner needs and partner wants this one, then actually, right, we proposed 7,000, but then they actually a bit like go pasar, how to say, go to Pasar Malam and then buy like cut the price. Okay, not Pasar Malam. It sounds a bit bad. Okay, yeah, but they try to cut the price quite low. So initially it's one workshop with branding only. this one, but then they're proposing doing this one 2 times with the same pricing, 7,000. So that time I also quite culture shock like that. Oh, okay, this partner going to cut my price into half like that. Yeah. So in that exact same call, then also mentioned to them in terms of a few things, explanation in terms of what are the costs that we have, incur all those stuff, and at the same time, what are they paying for? Yeah. Then afterwards, they say, okay, 2 workshop, but then branding do 1 time only like that. So afterwards, I actually had a discussion with the project team. And then for my side, the bottom line is these few things. So first one is the initiative definitely need to deliver impact to the beneficiaries. For me, this is the most important one. Second thing is in terms of the things I'm willing to let go, it's more on the branding part. So actually, this is something I did let go also. So, okay, partner wanted a lower price. Then, okay, but definitely we can't simply lower a price. So if you remember previous R&D on price setting, refer to that, then, okay, but then my pricing I set for that deliverable in terms of the portfolio is 1,000 ringgit. So, okay, I can offer you a lower price, 6,000, but then we wouldn't provide you a press release. Yeah. And then, but social media still keep lah. And then if if only deliver 1 time is lower than 5,000, it's not worth the effort for the project team. And then I'll drop this partnership. So this is also my bottom line on this, that I'm willing to drop this also. But in the end, we did go with it. And then we go with this one, which is don't have press release, and that is 6,000 ringgit. Okay. So again, this is just an example for you to understand. It's not the exact thing that you would close the sales on. And national partnership amount is also higher. Okay. Yeah. So I think in terms of the whole negotiation process, right? So even though most of the time we think of, when we talk about negotiation, we will think of this kind of example, but actually no matter which scenario you're in, like the less intense one like this one, is also handling people's objection and also negotiation. Yeah. But I think the first part is definitely identifying the root cause and reason of objection. So for this partner that we have is more on they have different expectation in terms of what kind of event that they want and the amount of students. And then also for their side, they don't really care about the branding part like that, but they still care a lot in terms of this one. And then they want to run this part for their side. Okay, they just want to price as low as possible. And then also understanding what is my bottom line. And then also decide to reposition the partner or reject them. Okay, so remember one thing very important is even in the phase of negotiation and closing sales, right? Your objective is never to close the sales. I mean, not to say it's not important, but then your objective is also to assess if they are the right partner for you. So I put a relationship example here, you can read yourself. Yeah. So again, you need to decide whether this partner fits your needs or not. So you also need, again, assess what is your bottom line. Yeah. Then normally if they mention they are not no budget, then normally is that you're not fitting into their initiative like that, or it's just very common that they lower the price, and then also, or you're not their priority. Yeah, but also at the same time, you can keep them in the loop and then also proceed with consistent email engagement. And also, if you want to renegotiate, you can reposition with having them experiencing something different, like smaller first, so test run. But then I would suggest you don't go things for free or else they will always expect to ask for further more free things. And then if they don't fit in the end, you can also reject. So actually for this one, again, like originally it was going to drop already, but then it was actually one of the person in the project team that suggests, hey, we can try out this one, then okay, we go with it like that. Yeah. So if you still remember this slide, is actually is in the price setting R&D slide also. So normally partners would have question, and then like it will be like, oh, why do you charge money? And then what makes your products cost this pricing? And then if you provide this or that, can you reduce the budget? So every time when people have the objections, right, always take a step back to think, what are we trading? And then don't make any assumptions or avoid validating and then think. You can't actually think what partner thinks. I mean, you can try to think about it, but then after thinking about it, remember to ask them and then validate what is the things behind. Yeah. So going back to this one is the exact slides in terms of the previous price setting R&D. Yeah. So I think this one wouldn't go too detailed. You can refer back towards the previous slides, but definitely they will ask, okay, like what they want to ask is, okay, is the money channeling to the right place? And what is the value that I can get? And then also, like, are you actually even confident in your product or not, like that? And again, remember, right, even for iPhone, right, no one actually asks why iPhone or everything costs 5K. People just buy for it. Why? Because they see the value of it and they want to get the value of that thing out of it, like that. Yeah. So for this one, again, the previous L&D I covered already. You can explain to them the business model, all those stuff. Here I also written down all the things that actually normally what your operation cost covers, and you can talk to your FL further. And then you can let them know like this part of the negotiation tactic, like let them know, oh, we actually work with a few partners before, also within the same budget. And then it's actually essential for us to like run the operation scale. Like if you want to achieve this, then you need a certain amount like that. And then also understanding what is their concern or tight budget, don't see a value, all those stuff. Yeah. But I think another thing I also want to highlight in terms of at least my learning in this sales that I closed, this exact case study, right? I think a few things to also remind everyone on is first thing is partner expectation don't align, doesn't mean value don't align. So actually, even though this partner, I described until this partner quite stingy, okay, yeah, but they're not a bad person. And if, yeah, they are good, and then you can see them engaging the kids very well also. Yeah, but, and they actually do value the community development like us. Yeah, just that they wanted to do something different and then expected a larger scale with lower amount like that. Yeah, so they are still considered a value aligned partner that, yeah, is the right kind of partner. Just maybe expectation to align, then okay, maybe not the most right kind, but in the end we close up like that. Yeah, and then also negotiation takes time also, especially with MNCs. So not trying to tell everyone that you don't talk to MNCs, but you do need to keep in mind it may need to pass to next term. And then at the same time, again, going back towards the value aligned thing is if this partner value not aligned with us, they wouldn't talk with us for 1 year or so. Like partners' time is also very precious, okay? Yeah, but normally they need a lot of time because they also have their, for MNCs, they also have their corporate KPIs to fulfill. So maybe some of you guys think MNC have more money. That's not completely true. And then at the same time, they also have a lot of things to fulfill compared to SME. Yeah, and then normally they already experienced before. So unconsciously, they have like certain expectation on how it's being done like that. So when you're running sales, your sales timeline also factor in the negotiation process time also based on the profile of companies. And also don't take partners' expectation on negotiation personally also, because this is part of their job to actually get the lowest price possible. Like it's their job. Yeah. And also it's part of our role to actually solve their pain also. So they may have very certain specific needs. I mean, not to say you need to customize according to it every time, but then again, you need to assess whether this aligns with the impact. But then if it does, then this is something that you can explore together with your project team like that. Yeah. But again, right, why they even talk to us is because this pain couldn't be easily solved. So that's why they need us. So they're actually paying for this painkiller. So even though it may be hard for you to run something like this, but then you need to know this is what people are paid for. If it's easy, they wouldn't pay for it like that. And it's the same thing, just like how you want to solve your own project and event operation cost pain also. They are just finding the painkiller also. Yeah. So I think that's all for negotiation. Any Q&A?
I'll go first. So wanted to ask for virtual showcasing, right? Actually, I just did a negotiation follow-up meeting with my partner, and they were mentioning the virtual showcasing is a bit high. So was wondering how should I deal with it?
Can you elaborate more what you mean by virtual showcasing is hard like that?
Basically like basically like our social media page and then they see that the outreach is a bit it's a bit low. So I did ask them about their targeted audience, which is mostly job seekers, which is youth actually. So, but if they ever ask for a lower price, how should I deal with it?
Okay, this is for EWA, is it?
For COP and ECHO.
Okay, I think you need to assess according to how to say, like what is the project strength, and then whether what you offer can fit according to what partner, like is this partner fit according to what your project can offer or not. So I think maybe I ask a little deeper, right? So actually, besides virtual showcasing, what else this partner wants? Or they just only want virtual showcasing?
I won't say virtual showcasing is their main not to say main concern, because what they want is employee workshop. That's the main thing that they want. It's just that because when we break down the cost, right, virtual showcasing is a large proportion, and
Sorry, it's a much.
it's a bigger consists of a larger percentage out of the whole cost. So they're expecting us to lower that cost a little bit.
But then
The
how
issue
much,
rises from
how much is the proportion, like the deliverable itself, the employee workshop itself, and then the virtual, how much does it cost each?
like employee workshop, how much does it cost? Yeah, so because they see that employee workshop, and it will be around 4,000 for 2 workshops, not including all the small material. It will be around 4,000 for 2 workshops.
Then the virtual showcasing, how much did you
It's
offer?
around 2,000. Around 2,000 as well.
Is there any particular reason that you set it 2,000?
I just follow the sales portfolio and
Sorry.
2050. I just follow exactly the sales portfolio that you set, the 2050 from the tracker, the AM sales portfolio. Yeah, this one.
Eh? Wait, do you use the wrong pricing? Hello.
Yeah, 2050. Oh, this is the error sheet. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So I think first thing is you use the wrong pricing. So it is true that actually for IGV projects, the page outreach is actually lower. So that's why the pricing is lower. And then at the same time, normally when you are selling projects wise, then IGV project, the focus is more on the project itself or workshop. But then normally for EWA, then the advantage is more on, the youth outreach, the how many participants is still a strong advantage, but then the youth page have a stronger advantage also. So that's in terms of the strengths and weaknesses in terms of each of it. Then I think in terms of here, don't completely use here the 1,300 thing, because it depends on what deliverable you offer. So if you're not doing an Insta story post, right, then you don't need to charge that pricing like that. And then if you're not even using the LinkedIn page, then you don't need to charge them also. So depending if whether the virtual showcasing here is, are you telling them, okay, we are promoting a lot of the channels. So if, for example, right, my partner here, this one, okay, they don't care about branding one actually. So that's why the press release, I can throw it away like that. So even for this partner, right, maybe they have expectation on the pricing, I think is fine. But then you need to look into, do they value each channel outreach or not? Because some channels, if they don't value, then that is the part that you can lower the price like that by just not offering this deliverable like that. So far you get on this?
So like this pricing is not set lah, because I thought it's set already. I cannot plug and play.
Yeah, you can plug and play. It's just okay, I need to re-educate on how to use this. So this one is one post, like Facebook post is 75 ringgit. Then suggested you run one campaign is 3 posts. So that's why when you post on Facebook, then you charge 225 like that. Then same thing is you are doing 3 posts on Instagram page, right? So Instagram page have more engagement and outreach. You can reach out to more audiences. So that's why it's being charged higher like that. So you can use like 2 posts, but we wouldn't recommend that because of the reasons listed here. But mainly it's because if you do 2 posts, then it doesn't actually showcase the company information or how they involve in the project like that. Yeah. Then for LinkedIn, you don't need as many posts. So the minimum suggested is 2 posts like that. So far you get the logic behind.
Yeah. Okay. I think I got the Q&A. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then Instagram, like for example, this one, right? Instagram story, if you're not posting any story, right? Then you can just cut it out. Then your pricing would be 1225 like that, actually. So the one you need to follow is the cost of these posts, but not this total one. So forget.
Understood. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay, now Okay, if anyone doesn't understand certain thing how it works, you can feel free to let me know even after commission meeting. So today I know Z doesn't know this like that, but if she didn't ask, then she wouldn't know forever, right? Yeah. Okay, anyways, come back to this. My partner reject you saying they have their own deadline. Okay. I think this one is fine to drop them. Yeah, it's fine to let them go. You can actually ask for clarification. Like you can ask them in terms of what is their timeline, and then if you were to revisit with them again, when would be the suitable time actually. Then if you ask them suitable time next time is what time, then they also don't answer you. It's either they memang not interested in you, or they themselves also haven't decided on that lah, like that. Yeah, okay. Timeline is very important and it's very normal also.
Okay, understood. Thank you, Eugene.
Okay, due to time-wise, I wouldn't continue answer any other questions, but if anyone have any questions, you can always ask in the group or text me. But if you ask in the group, then others also know, okay? Yeah, so here are the announcements. So we have ICOM campaign, okay? So these are the list of announcements a lot. So actually now we launched our summer, our story campaign, okay? So it's time for you to write your story in this summer. Yeah, and then we want to create a successful and impactful story for you guys. So here it written approval, right? But for BD wise, it's more on the first meeting. But again, it's more on your achievement here. It signifies the impact you are going to create and also deliver for our youth like that. Yeah, so what is the story you are going to write? So here we actually have TU score 2 marks and some way score 3 marks already. I think here is more on the OGTA approval and then also the MYV approval. So the score, it counts like this. So if you get sales meeting, right, for only BDF here, okay, IGTA doesn't count. Yeah. So GTA is more on approval. Yeah. So you get 2 scores like that. Yeah. And then we'll refer it based on the national dashboard and HubSpot, but you don't update fake data on HubSpot, okay? Then the campaign will be run on 10 to 31st of May. So if let's say you manage to secure a first meeting among these states, right, within this month, then you can actually get score for your LC. And then the more score you get, then you can get R&R also. But in terms of what is the award, right? Stay tuned for MC Malaysia Instagram also. So quickly go and follow and then go and pay attention, look at the stories, the posts, yeah. But we are launching this reward campaign like that. So for you to write your own story. And then we also invite everyone to share GCP, all those stuff, okay? Yeah. And then next one is the MCP election day. So you can register here. You can read yourself. I wouldn't explain further. Next one is my DS OC team also. So don't miss out this opportunity. You can become OC, like join Bunga's LC. Yeah, and then now they are lacking one OC VP DS, but also lacking a lot of OCs. So if you're interested, they even prepare QR code for you already straight away, but you can click the link here also, okay? Yeah, then moving on is the Food Hero Festi. So I think this one I promoted last time already. Again, I think this is a very good opportunity, especially if your member tell you they feel very bored already doing the same thing. Then you give them this one. But they actually get to learn a lot of things also. Yeah, so besides getting bored, all the stuff. And then also last one, we have a LinkedIn partnership also. So we actually form partnership with LinkedIn Official, and then they are providing us a session also in terms of letting us know how to make our profile better. So quickly register, okay? We only have limited 50 slots. But for this one, we only open to LCP, LCVP, and EST. So others are not available. But if you want to get the learning back, then you can ask your LCVP to join also, okay? Yeah, so I think overall, that's all. You guys can write your feedback here. And actually, I prepared a checkout. It's like just some extra mini activity to have fun with you guys. Yeah. But we do the feedback first.